Alright, hey guys, I'm back with another one. And in this video, we're gonna check out a complaint that I heard about the game. By a certain chatter who was complaining about asking the devs to fix the issue with the skip button being in the story, as it is quite distracting. So I want to go ahead and check that out here. See if there is a way to mitigate the impact of the actual skip button, the top right, I believe. So if we start an episode here, right? Episode 1, you'll see the skip button is over here. Now, from the settings here, you won't see much of a way to actually change it over on this left icon here. But what that does is actually pretty much just pause the entire thing. So, yeah, at the current moment, there's no way of actually doing it. This is simply for the log, right? Everything that's happened. Get the skip button on the top right, and then you got the pause button. But this pretty much just pauses it. So yeah, that is something they have to add. But yeah. Just bring this to awareness of people. There is no actual way to hide the UI and let it go auto. Even if you leave it alone, it's going to be up there. Now, I do believe there are several ways the devs can go about this. One of which, move these face buttons a bit higher up, all the way to the top. Screen that may be annoying for mobile players, but on PC, this can definitely easily move up a bit more. So that could be a thing as well. Or be shrunk a bit as well. So that they're not directly in the way. This needs to be an actual hide and not pause. However, so yeah, they need to fix this. This I did find it annoying. So I've come here to test it out myself. Because I did hear about it. And yeah. That's why I'm here to go ahead and test the beta, because it really is going to be an annoying issue that's going to be in the game for the duration of this beta. I have one chatter who's not a fan of the character design at all, which is totally fair. Everybody has their own preferences, and because of that, not everybody likes the designs of characters in Chasing Kaleido Rider, which is fine. Let it be unique enough to attract what the crowd of it will attract, and those people enjoy it. If the game tried to appeal to everybody, it appeals to nobody, and we've seen numerous examples of that. So, yeah, this is fine. Not perfect, and it could definitely use some revisions, but overall, it has potential. And yeah, it'd be like that. But let's skip here. As you can see, if you click skip, you can just go straight up ahead right here. It's not a full skip. Oh. Hazuki over here. They know how to do the introduction, yeah. It's a shame that she's only a B tier. Yeah. Or A tier or whatever. Alright. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that takes care of the actual skip here, right? You can only skip. So there is no actual way to hide a skip button It will fade into the background in some cutscenes or hide once you go into combat, but there's no hiding it, okay? Especially for story. So I hope that helps. Let's go ahead and do the combat. Honestly, I like the combat a bit. It's definitely one of the more interesting parts of the game. More than just the story. I genuinely like the idea that it is sort of like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds in a way. Playing cards on motorcycles. Not bad. There we go. And she has coordinated attacks. And you get the dialogue too. And I've already got the bikes, you know. I'm definitely gonna check this out during the launch. Pull currency is 120 for a single pull, and 1200 for a 10 pull. And there were other things I've also learned. It is kind of crazy. Combat is good. Last time I went over the UI elements and what to know about the basics, and this one is gonna be a bit more. But a concerning issue that I did hear about. That is going to trouble some people, but the lack of skip hide feature for hiding UI elements while playing the story. So I need like a cinematic mode. I understand about. And combat overall is fine. See here? The never instance of where you would want to hide the UI buttons, but you're not allowed to do that here. It just automatically pauses. They need to make it so that this doesn't pause everything. I mean, it is good for a screenshot, right? It'd be perfect if you want to take a screenshot here. That's where it would come in handy. But if you're not trying to take a screenshot, it's pretty much useless to you.
気をつけてくださいね。どうやらもうルール型間域の中に入ってしまったようです。
It seems like most characters and even NPCs are actually voiced, so there's a lot to look forward to in this game. I think DMC being unvoiced is going to be the most annoying part for most people. It does annoy me a little bit after getting used to Wyvern Glaives River speaking so often. And same with Stell from 1K Star Rail's protagonist, all talking now. I feel like they moved forward, and here we're lacking. We're lacking a bit. There's this huge map over here, which is interesting how they chose to go about this. Can't really click on it, but you can look at it, as it is stage-based. And this is where we are currently. That is the next episode, which I find interesting, so you can just click on it. Based on episode, you're going throughout the city, running around, whatnot. And yeah, it's very interesting how they did it. You go to stage 2, right here. Stage 1 is all the way back here. So yeah, it goes in circles, so that is very interesting, but yeah. If we go back to character page, right, you'll notice that every character has this S rank symbol over here. Now when you go here, you're gonna see the dupes. And here, each dupe is gonna cost 80 for S rank. So these are the shards that you need to go ahead and rank up your 5-star to the next rank. To the various stat boosts, some passive perks. As you can see, you're gonna need more and more dupes crystals. And I do have some for Hazuki Sensei. And yeah, first dupe. attack boost, max HP, and attack. That costed like 30, so here's another 30, 60, and 90. So 4-star ace A rank riders pretty much just have 30 to 90 shards, which you need to collect from the gacha. So that's why they made the gacha a lot cheaper here for 120, because you need like a bunch of shards. Sort of like if you played like Snowbreak or Limbus Company, you know, if you have all the shards, or Honkai Impact for, you know, those types of games where you collect the shards for the characters and then eventually able to craft the, unlock the dupe, right? That's how it is. Another thing I forgot to show in the last video, was also this feature here. We can get to the gallery here. You can click this button down here, and you have different poses. And as you know, you're cooking. They learned from ZZZ with this one chat. Yeah, they learned from ZZZ, though it's not exactly to the same level. But we know where they got the inspiration. Smacking the cat like that. Let's see. No, I did hear one feedback about the character design being like a highlighter factor. Yeah, character design does need work, I can say that much. Well, I like this art style. I can tell that the character models do need some work. The art style itself is fine, it's just that the models need a bit more polishing. So they could be a bit better. So maybe it just is part of the art style, just ended up this way. But yeah. Some characters will have skins, of course, as I said in the other video. Others will not, but all the dupes are pretty much the same across the board. So it's going to be starting out at 30 there, and then another 30, and then 60, so double 60, another 60, and then 90, and 120. So yeah, overall, you need a lot of dupes. And every time you do the gacha, it's gonna give you a set of dupes. So it's also pretty... I'm not gonna say generous, because the trap isn't believing it's generous. Generous because you're going to have a pool like this. You're gonna do a single pool, and you're not gonna get anything more than an actual dupe. Right, if we press the number on the left on the machine, you can see we got a 48 rank again. With the same character again. Now, how many shards does that give me? As you can see, it gives 30 shards. Exactly what I needed to get to the next level up. So you're gonna need a lot of dupes for that to work. And as you can see, 40 pity away. Or maybe you guys can't see it. Hold on a minute. I just want to make sure this time. I know yesterday I was talking about the pity, and as you can see it. This time, you guys can see it. I'm gonna stay tilted a little bit. Got 80 pulls for this. 100 here. And 100 here. But yeah, that's how pity works. You're gonna have a good amount. And yeah. Overall, the banner itself, design-wise, is fine. No issues for me, personally. Honestly, I almost wish the game was in this art style instead, to be honest. But it is what it is. it's in this art style instead, so depending on your art preferences, you might not like it that much.
あ、そうか。ちょっと待ってて。
It needs more outline. I guess that's what they need, a dark outline. I think that's what's making that look slightly worse, is because the outlines aren't thick enough.
君の未来だけは私でも見抜けないのよね。
Yeah, they tried to go without outlines for the characters, and it does feel a little off, you can tell.
このプレゼントはやばいかもよ。
Especially for the art style they're going for. Yeah, it does need more outline to make them stand out a bit more. As you can notice, why they look great in the splash art, but if you actually try to like see the character models, you're probably not gonna be as appealed to it. Like, it's not gonna give you appeal the way you'd want because of the way they did it without outlines here. As you can see, it's all fuzzy. So yeah, they definitely need to add outlines to the characters to make them stand out a bit more. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. And the skip button issue truly is an interesting problem. But yeah, I hope they do address it, because it will be annoying for several people, I suppose. It doesn't bother me personally, but I did want to go ahead and talk about it, because I did notice it going around. So yeah, hope this helped you guys, and hopefully we'll spread it over to the devs and the Discord as well. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Subscribe if you like content like this, and support me through donating to my Ko-fi link in the description. That would help a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one.